Okay, so here I am again. I'm just catching a Uber to the Opera House, and I'm also answering some migration questions here with Shahid. So here's Shahid. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
So what was your question about?
I was questioning you about the computer skills that the software engineer or networking engineer, hardware engineer,
Yes.
the government is going to reduce the number of visas or not.
Okay, so my answer to this is that I wouldn't foresee a reduction in the number of visas. I'd say probably more within the GSM visas, like the 189, the 190, the 489. But it might be experienced from some people trying to get them that there's more competition. So a lot of people are trying to get these visas. So that means that we might have some of these problems in terms of the points might go up a bit. But in terms of your question, I think you said that you have a relative that's going to come to study.
Yeah.
I think he's still going to have good prospects because he's going to be studying something which is in demand.
Yeah.
And so I'd say it sounds like a good idea for him to come over and study in Australia. So that's my comment on that one. So I was lucky enough to go to a presentation which featured, I think it was 5 of the state governments, and they gave commentary on their current settings in terms of general school migration and business visas. When I walked through the security here, they asked me if I'm here to see Prince Harry, and that's some military display flying overhead. No, I'm not. I'm here to record a migration video, but it's certainly an exciting setting here, and apparently Prince Harry's going to be here at some point. So yeah, I was going to be talking about the presentation by the 5 state governments, or 5 state and territory governments that were at the conference. Very interesting. What I would say is that I can see there's increased competition and a relaxing of some of the state sponsorship requirements in relation to business and investor visas. So all of the states are very interested in making their programs as attractive as possible for the business visas. What this means is that the states are looking at how to attract potential investors or business owners who would then start a business in Australia. The visa categories of interest are the 188 and also the 132 business talent. And yeah, so it's certainly interesting. It's at a federal level, the federal government makes the general rules, but the states are looking to be the ones which attract the business migrants. And so, yeah, that it was interesting. I believe that New South Wales has come up with some new criteria which are making it more attractive. This is probably in response to the fact that many of the other states, including South Australia, have been so successful in putting forward attractive criteria. As you can see, my visit to Sydney is almost over. I'm in the airport. But I did want to cover off a couple of key issues. The first one is what's going on with skilled migration, general skilled migration, points-based visas, and invitation rounds. So invitation rounds only relate to the 189 and the 489 family stream. So other visas like the 190 are not counted in these quotas. But I can talk about what's happened in the most recent round. So in the September round, there were 2,490 places given away, or invitations given, and that's consistent with the previous month. It is an increase on the month before that, but they will underachieve in terms of the number of positions given out if it keeps going this way. The top 5 occupations, I'll go through them, are software and application programmer, accountant, civil engineering professions, mechanical and production engineers, and telecommunication engineering professionals. Now, the reason I wanted to mention that is that I'm hearing from clients and even from the cab driver today, what's going on? Are they reducing the number of ICT positions? Accounting, ICT, and engineering professions are still being given high levels of invitations, but there is a lot of competition. And what that means is, that's my plane. What that means is that points are going up or have gone up. They might come down a little bit from round to round, but overall, you're looking for 75 or 80 points or upward, depending on what your profession is. There are still a lot of positions available for key occupations like accountants and engineers, but the competition is high. The other thing I would say is that going forward, particularly with accountants, you might want to question whether studying a course, a commerce course or something like that, that's going to lead to an accounting professional pathway is a good idea as an international student, because the competition is so high. You might look at other occupations which might give you a better pathway.